Hey, it's the Shake Up Guys, live and in living color, back on your face, bringing you another show. It's going to be a Sunday night stream, saying what's up to everybody out there, internet land, everybody who tunes in to watch the shows every week. Tonight's going to be a little different. We got two topics tonight. One is more obvious than the other one, but before we jump into all of that, I'm going to say what's up to the family. What's going on, family, man? What's up, Rock, man?
What's good, bro?
JL, Rated R Superstar. What's going on, bro?
What's happening, man?
Also, make sure y'all, fellas, check out the world's greatest misogynist channel. You know what I'm saying? He's always putting up new and exciting videos, straight to the point stuff. So check that out if you get the chance. But while we're here, things have gone and overshadowed the coronavirus, which I didn't think was possible. But when you murder someone in the street, that's bound to happen.
Have you seen that meme where it says, "How did the coronavirus lose a 28-3 deficit?"
How do you lose a 28-3 lead? And then come back, the riots come back.
Yo, somebody said somebody said some of the realest shit. They said, "Yo, Corona is just a visitor on the field. Racism is the home field advantage."
Right. Racism been here a long time,
It's just home field advantage.
Home field advantage.
Straight up.
And I wasn't expecting it to go like this. Like, I expected there to be like protests and riots in Minnesota. But hell, Fort Wayne showed out.
Fort Wayne.
Atlanta showed out.
Chicago.
LA, I seen them marching down there today.
Seattle.
Yeah,
It's
Seattle's
going nuts,
riding.
man. People have had enough. Now, for me, I'm not big on protests. And let me explain.
Go ahead.
I feel like protest is just one of the spokes on the wheel in a cycle that leads us right back to where we started, as far as social issues and dealing with racism and stuff like that. Until we are ready, and I'm be real careful with my words here, until we are ready to do what needs to be done, the bully on the playground is going to keep taking our lunch money.
They are rioting. I just had a news flash come across my phone. They are now rioting and looting in Santa Monica, California. Also, so yeah.
What's going on, Princess?
What's happening, Princess? I agree with you wholeheartedly. Now, here's my take on it, and it's simple. That was murder, flat out. That man was defenseless. He posed no threat to you, and for you to keep your hand or your knee on his neck was nothing but murder, nonetheless. Nothing more. That was absolute murder. Should you protest? Absolutely. You want to see change? I understand. You need to get more people of color on the police force and all that good stuff and start from working from the inside out. Do I agree with tearing up your own stuff? Nah. I don't believe that affects change, because I believe while you're doing that, the people at home are sitting at home with their doors locked and their AR-15s right next to the couch talking about, look at these crazy niggas. Tearing up their own stuff.
You got to be willing to punch the bully in the face, man.
You do,
and we got the numbers.
When you punch the bully, you don't expect the bully to fall through your window and crash and tear up your stuff. I agree with Deuce in the chat room who said when you protest, you need a plan. You need organization. You need some sort of, I don't want to say leadership, but you do need somebody to be in charge of that.
I don't want people to misunderstand me. I'm not saying that protests are completely useless. What I'm saying is you have to have, we're going to have to start taking things a step further than that.
Okay. And I agree with you. So I was down there. I was at the protest.
You was one of them.
I was there, doing my Second Amendment right. You know what I mean? Make sure.
Second Amendment is right
That's
there.
right there.
First Amendment is freedom to gather.
No, I was there with my Second Amendment right. I said it correctly.
Right on. So you was ready.
I was ready.
You was ready. Okay,
I was
cool.
ready.
You have your mask?
I have a mask.
Cool. Okay, good.
Now, I get what you're saying. I get tearing up your own shit. You know what I'm saying?
To be fair, it's not their shit, but go ahead.
It's senseless. You know what I'm saying? Now, hats off to Minnesota, because guess what? them motherfuckers went to 3 police
Stations and
Now,
burned
that
down
was-
the police
Burn them
station.
See, that's what I'm
down.
talking about.
There you go. Now
There
that's
you
different.
go.
That's what I'm talking
That
about.
sends a
There
message.
you go.
That's what I
That
mean by
sends a
when you got to
message.
take it a step
Right.
further. Because I've never heard.
I've never heard
I've
that.
never heard of that before. Like when I saw that,
When
I was
saw
like,
the first one, I
what-
said, damn.
when I saw that, I was like,
I said, damn.
wow. All I
And
could
then
say
the
was
next thing
wow.
I said, They
Okay.
said, we're at the 3rd. I said, the 3rd. I said, okay, hats off. You know, but what I'm saying is, for me personally, you know, I was down there, yes, to represent change, but also I was there to protect mine and because my family was down there, my sister was down there, my brother-in-law, my nieces was down there, and I heard some other side thinkers, you know, some left, you know, right wing that's gonna be down there with their Second Amendment. So I was there to protect my family,
Right.
and I'd have protected them by any means necessary, as they say.
Understandable.
You know what I mean?
And
And
go ahead.
it's just, yeah. Until the motherfuckers let that tear gas off.
Yeah,
And
that
then
stops everything.
Yeah.
I can't really do too much because I
Yeah.
couldn't see or breathe.
The show's over. Then.
That show's over. Everybody left. My family left. So I'm like, all right, let me go gather myself real quick. So it's time for me to go. You know what I'm saying? But I was there to, you know, protect, to show force. And the thing that pisses me off, this is why you guys said this is a never-ending circle. Okay, so I talked to one of these cocksuckers, right?
Okay.
I asked him. I said, "So what do you think? What do you think the solution is?" And he gave me some bullshit dialogue thing. And then, on top of it, this motherfucker's gonna say, "Well, the coroner's report came out, and it showed that he didn't die of strangulation. That it was a heart failure."
Yeah.
I said,
heart
"Listen."
failure from not being able to breathe. Yeah.
Right.
I said, "Listen, cocksucker." I didn't say that,
Yeah.
because there was 700.
I feel like you'd have been well within your rights to say that
I was in my rights to
because
say
you're
that.
trying to deflect, asshole.
Yeah.
Exactly. And the thing is, I hate when you say, well, they went too far. He said that. They went too far. Don't put no butt on it, motherfucker.
There's really
Stop
not
right there.
There's no but. Yeah.
Stop your
There's
ass
no-
right there.
There's
But
no but.
he had to say, but the coroner's report, motherfucker, this is why we will never come together, because your sympathy and your empathy is out the fucking window, bruh. There's no empathy there. That's just going to show, yeah, he went too far, but that means you don't care about how we feel.
Yeah.
You're going to put some other type of spin on it. So fuck you, and I hope they burn your shit now.
Now, with that being said, here's again my position. Genuine protest, I agree with. Genuine outpouring of supports and showing that we're not going to take this, we've had enough of this. Legitimate stance. I understand that and I respect that wholeheartedly. Tearing up, like G-Fair said in the comment section, rioting and destroying your own shit. It's pointless. It serves nothing. All it does, you don't know if the guy, you tearing up a gas station or a Walgreens, the people who may own that Walgreens, they may be on your side. They may agree with you wholeheartedly.
Right.
Or I shouldn't say Walgreens, convenience store, little neighborhood corner store.
Right.
They may be on your side. Why tear up their stuff?
Yeah.
All you're doing is trying to get over it. Like Princess said in the chat room, stealing TVs, PlayStation clothes, etc. How is that showing solidarity? How does that prove?
That's just showing a stereotype.
That's just showing, motherfucker, you saw this as an opportunity to get some stuff.
Well,
Now, with that being said, if you come across some Timberlands or a Nike, you got it for the low, I will buy it to show support and solidarity. But I don't think it's right. But if you got it, I'll take it
well,
for the low.
anybody see the videos of? And this is my thing with protests. Like, I feel like they can be effective in some cases, but then you also leave yourself open to agitators.
Yeah, absolutely.
Agitators, like, I'm talking about plants.
Oh, yeah, I've seen 'em.
Did you see the ones that were just
No.
just
Walking
some
around
guy?
with gas
I've
mask
seen-
and a
okay.
hammer.
Yeah, and a
So,
hammer, dude.
when I
Like,
was-
who is this
when I
guy,
was-
and why aren't they tackling him?
When I was
Right.
down there, bruh, right, I seen 3 white dudes, right, and camouflage shit with all this covered up. That let me know right there, you down here to start some shit.
Or they may be survivalists. They could
Nah,
be.
bruh.
Some
I'm
of them
trying-
dudes is doomsday preppers. They ready for this.
These are some 20-year-old punk ass kids I know that came down there to start some shit.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I almost got into it with this other little skater kid. Same thing, had his face covered. He yelling at the police trying to antagonize him. And I'm like, bruh, see, this is the shit I think you a plant because you trying to make these motherfuckers pepper spray and gas us. You trying to provoke that. I said, sit your bitch ass back down and get the fuck over there and leave this motherfucker alone. You can yell, you can do all that, but getting up in his face and trying to provoke him, that's shit that they doing. So I had to check his little bitch ass.
I don't agree with that too. Why are you trying to antagonize?
And he look like he's never been oppressed a day in his fucking life.
Exactly. And on top of that, are you
Fuck
trying
out of here.
If you lose your life, somebody else loses their life. All it does is incite more destruction and chaos, and more people are gonna get hurt, caught up in the middle. There may be people out there who don't want to be in the front lines,
Right.
or who may not want to be a victim of this, and you doing that may cause them to harm them, trying to harm you.
Yeah. I mean, there's a kid last night in the city that lost an eye
See,
because now the punk ass police, they shot the canister of the tear gas canister hit that motherfucker dead in his eye, bro.
yeah, and now he's blind,
Yeah.
and I'm sure he didn't want to lose an eye.
Right.
It wasn't his intention to go down there and lose an eye.
You know, and it was fucked up, man. Because it started off good, started off peaceful, you know. But some motherfuckers just,
Exactly.
you know, like I said, I'm all for burning shit down. Just burn the right shit down.
Yeah.
What's the right shit down besides the police station?
Police station.
Okay, now why burn a police station here? Burn the police station in Minnesota. Understand
That's where it was,
completely.
yeah.
I know. I'm just saying, but if he's saying burn all police stations down,
No.
okay, so
I'm
you're
not
saying the police
that.
station in Minnesota?
Yeah, they
okay,
deserve
that I
shit.
understand. That
I'm
was
keeping 100.
That I understand.
This is the shake up guys. I'm keeping one. I've been dealing with the police for a long fucking time here in this city.
Hmm.
On the right side of the track and on the wrong side of the track. The police here, usually if you show them respect, they show you respect.
Typically.
There's a lot of crooked ass cops back in the 90s and 2000s, but guess what? Them motherfuckers was black.
Yeah.
Jerry Curl, we all know who we talking about.
That's what I mean, but that's what I
You know?
say about, you know, yeah, I'm sure there are elements of racism with with the police,
Yeah.
for sure.
For sure.
But there's also that power element that I feel like it trumps racism. I think they perpetrate against black people because they know they can flex their power over them.
Right.
It's just like a bully. A bully's not gonna pick on somebody that he thinks can whoop his ass.
That's what I feel happened to George, man, because as the crowd started getting more aggravated, if you notice in the video, he starts to press down a little bit more. And it's that show of power, like, shut the fuck up. I can do
Look
this
what
in
I
front
can
of
do.
you.
Yeah. Look
And
what I
then
can
no
on
happen.
camera, and ain't shit gonna fucking
That's why I
happen.
say you got to go get that mom.
Yeah. Oh, they went to his house.
But they
went
do
to his
shit.
House. Oh, the kicker.
Well, I mean, there was like
But they
150
do
cops
shit.
out
There's
there.
Not
They were-
at first.
Yeah.
The first day it happened, they were there when there was no police around. No police. And then they showed up, and then that next day, 150, 200 cops show up at this man's house. You had the window. You
Right.
had the opportunity to kick this motherfucker's door in.
Right.
And you fucked it up.
All right. Did you see where his wife divorced? When the cop who perpetrated the thing, the Chauvin or whatever his name is, the cop who perpetrated the murder,
Yeah.
his wife left him, filed for divorce immediately. Filed for divorce and was like, I'm not riding with him.
As far as I'm concerned, it's too little, too late.
Yeah.
You divorcing him now, but you knew his
don't
motherfucker
want
was a
the
problem.
backlash.
Right.
You been knew he was a problem.
Right.
Had you divorced him 2 or 3 years ago, then I'd be like, oh, bravo,
I hope my
but the fuck out of here.
My facts is wrong. I do apologize. But then I heard he had like 18 complaints against him.
He had a number of complaints against him for excessive force,
You know
things
what
of
I'm
that
saying?
nature. He had a number of complaints.
And that's why I say, too, people talk about, well, what about the good cops? Well, check this out. The good cops is just as guilty until they start exposing them. They know who the fucking bad cops is. They know who the motherfuckers is in their force. Until they start exposing them, they a little guilty them damn selves.
Yeah.
I just want to point out, and me, because I am the world's greatest misogynist, I just want to point out, see how a woman who's pledged to have his back and love him through good and bad, through better for worse, she ran as soon as the heat came in.
That's just
Soon as the heat
self-preservation,
came down,
bro.
Oh, different
she
level.
said, "Fuck you, I'm out," and cut and ran.
That's
and
just
said,
that's just
and
self-preservation.
she didn't just file for divorce. She gave a press conference to let the world know I'm divorcing this
I'm
dude.
not
I
with
don't
this.
want-
I'm not with the funny
him.
shit.
I'm not with him.
Hey, wait a minute.
So I don't want no
Okay.
parts of it.
All right.
Wait a
I just
minute.
want. So fellas, Fellas, even in your...
Pontius Pilate, that nigga. She was like,
So
I wash my hands.
yeah, I just want to wash my hands. So I just want to point out, fellas, in your greatest time, just know she ain't got your back. And he was taking care of her and her kids.
Yeah, well.
So, yeah, just let that ride. Let that sink in.
Yeah.
And what else? Oh, did you see your girl? I'm not going to say her name. She's a popular YouTuber. I think we talked about it the other day. But George Floyd.
What'd she say?
That basically she wants to pull all support for George Floyd.
Oh, never mind. I know who you're talking
Because
about.
she wants to pull all support for George Floyd because he had a white fiance.
See, that's the perfect
And
example of somebody who didn't get the person they want, so they go on the internet and talk.
I mean, that's
just
perfect
say
example of our
ridiculous
next
shit.
topic. Jesus.
Was ridiculous shit. Yeah, we'll save that one. We'll save that. That one.
That's for the stupid shit hoes, you know what I'm saying?
The man was still murdered in the street.
Right.
Hold that thought. I'm going to cut this off for a second.
What the hell?
For everybody watching on Facebook here, I'm going to shut you off. You're going to have to come over to YouTube to enjoy the rest of the show because this is where we get into my stuff.
Remind them about the giveaway.
Oh, yeah. Before we shut you down, we are still doing the giveaway. Once we hit 500 subscribers, we'll be giving away a gift basket from the
It's
Happy...
1,000 subscribers.
It was 500, we said.
No, it's not.
Oh, it was 1,000? Okay, my bad, man. I got to start writing this down. We're giving away, for once we hit 1,000 subscribers, we're giving away a gift basket from the Hippie Unicorn. You can see them for all your CBD needs. And once we hit 3,000 subscribers, we're giving away something. I don't know. I said it last time. I had it written down.
About-
We're doing some giveaways. So
We're gonna do giveaways.
So just sign
This is what
up,
you do.
like, share, subscribe.
To subscribers, when we hit
And
a certain
share.
number of subscribers,
Yeah.
and the key number is 10,000.
That's the big
So
one.
basically, PlayStation 5 will.
That's the PlayStation
be,
5 one. So
coming someone's way.
like, share with your friends, get them to subscribe to the page, to the channel, and once we do, we're gonna draw somebody's lucky name out of the hat to win a PlayStation 5. So it could be you just for signing up.
Thank you,
So
Princess, for
now for the rest of the show, you're gonna have to come over to YouTube and look up The Shake Up Guys because that's where the funny stuff happens. Because I'll get kicked off Facebook if I leave it on here. Thank you. Bye.
Facebook jail ass nigga.
Yeah, pretty much so.
Anywho,
There we go.
yeah, I saw that, and the truth of it is you are you're a bitter bitch.
Yeah.
And that's all that is. You're a bitter chick, and the people who support you are bitter and disillusioned as well. And that's really all I got to say about her because I refuse to promote this crazy broad any more than she.
Oh yeah, I'll never say her name, but I thought that was interesting.
Fuck is she talking
That
about?
she was all for, and she was she's a what are those pro-black, one of the pro-black people, and she was adamant that we had to stand behind this man, we have to support him, and this is what they do to us, and this is why we all have to be on the same page. And the very next day, as soon as she found out that his fiance was white, not his wife, his fiance was white, she said we need to pull all support for this man. We don't need to be supporting Becky's boys. Let them have them. Let them riot for them. Let them protest. We don't need to put ourselves on the front line. Let them do it. All because the man had a fiance.
Guess what? The nigga's still
white
black and
fiance.
the nigga's still dead.
He's still a black man and he died. And all you can say is, well, he shouldn't have been with her because she's white.
So because
damn.
he loved a white woman, his death was less tragic.
Apparently.
Is that what she's getting at?
Apparently.
That bitch gets gonorrhea 3.
Damn, making up diseases.
Yep.
That one that was a sugar baby princess to.
Was she really?
Yeah, she was a sugar baby to a bunch of white dudes back in like the early 2000s.
Really?
She was a sugar baby, yeah. And then now she's pregnant by a bum ass dude with a bunch of baby mamas and kids, and she's super pro black and says that we should not.
So what happened was she tried to play for the other team. The other team was like, "You ain't worth the stats."
Ain't that some
Fuck
bullshit?
up outta
But
here.
she's the same woman who keeps saying
You know what
that
I'm
black
saying?
men don't have any power and you need to get with black women. You need to get with white men. But she says, everything is a fucking contradiction with this bitch. That's why I hate her and I refuse to say her name. And I hope she get hit by a bus. That's why I refuse to say her name. Can we please, would you be so kind as to give Princess a wrench in the chat room? Thank you. Thank you kindly.
I remember how to do that. Let's see.
Now, While he's doing that,
And there we go. That's how you do that. Boom.
Princess, you are now a moderator. Thank you. Welcome to the club. Congratulations.
What's going on? What's happening?
Yeah.
But let's, back to these bullshit ass law enforcement agents.
Deuce has a good point. Speaking of law enforcement agents,
They
he
do
said-
need to do that background check. Shit,
Well, they
though.
actually do that with the higher up agencies like FBI, CIA, any federal agency. They go all the way back to your childhood to figure out who you are and get a better understanding. You have to go through a great deal of psychological counseling. With local PD, they do a quick background check, a quick social media search, and then you do 1 half-hour session with a therapist just to make sure you're fit for duty.
don't
And you
think
can
that's
bullshit
enough.
through
That's
that.
not enough.
And they give you a lie detector test, which don't mean shit either, because I've beaten those twice. So
You beating 2 lie detector tests?
yeah, I can show you. I can teach you how
I
to
already
beat
know how
one.
to do that.
I
Exactly.
don't plan on
It's-
lying to the police.
I already know how to do that.
I do, but yeah, it's a waste of fucking time. They don't go in depth and they don't know what kind of person they're getting. So what you get is somebody who was probably bullied, or was a bully, and is now just using excessive force because they've had enough. Vicky, thank you for being in the chat room. Welcome to the show. I know you come from over there in Princess's chat room, so welcome to the show.
What's up?
What's up?
And Princess, you are right. She is insane. She shouldn't be on camera, and I hate that YouTube lets anybody get on there, but they let me on here, so what can I say? Right? You got me on here talking all
First
kinds
Amendment.
of shit. Yeah. So who am I? Maybe I should just shut the
The
fuck
First
up.
Amendment works for everybody, unfortunately. At least it should,
Facts. I'm in recovery mode, so I'm drinking water today. Anyway.
My chest still hurts.
Yeah, breathe in all that
Nigga,
gas,
that
bro.
gas was no joke, bro.
That's what you get. Take your ass
Fuck
down
you,
there.
nigga.
You just want an
I'm
excuse to
not-
shoot somebody.
My
you
thing is, I'm not
motherfucker.
mad for anybody to go to protests. I mean, it's like I feel like there are people who protest, and then there's people who are geared to getting certain shit done. And I don't want to say which one I am, but
Yeah.
anywho,
I've been saying this a lot. Sometimes you need Martin.
Sometimes you need Malcolm.
You know what I mean?
real talk.
This is a Malcolm situation. You know what I'm saying? This is definitely a Malcolm situation. And
It's like I said on the last show. If I get killed by the cops,
Don't ride for me, ride for me.
ride.
I got
Right.
you.
I'm talking about cement truck through their front door.
Right.
Right.
We will go to Valhalla
Right.
together,
You know what I'm
motherfucker.
saying? Like,
real shit.
I'm talking about, yeah. Anyway, I can't say too
Yeah,
much.
no, I'm with you.
But, you
like,
know-
I want to say a lot too, but yeah. I want the motherfuckers knocking them
Because
out.
that shit that I saw on the internet was a 10-minute
Fuck
fucking
shit.
snuff film, dog.
Basically.
Yeah.
And that was
Straight up.
bullshit. And dude didn't bat a fucking eyelash when he did it. That's the part that really bothered me. Was like, dog, you're killing him, and you don't even seem like you a lick of remorse or a lick of empathy,
Bro,
at all.
They checked this motherfucker's pulse as his knee was still on his neck. You know that pulse, because this is when after his lights was out. Mm-hmm. You know that pulse was gone. And still for another 2 or 3 minutes, his motherfucking knee was still on his neck, bro. Just an extra, just to make sure. Plain and simple.
It's bullshit, man. It's
Plain and
bullshit.
simple.
And the people have had enough.
Basically.
I was not expecting protests all over the country like
Not
that.
at all.
Not at all.
Minnesota, I could
Like
see.
I was like, man, about to burn Minneapolis to the ground, but
And I heard
I
that's
didn't know
one of the
it was gonna
happiest
be-
places in the fucking world.
It really is. It's beautiful. Crime is low. It's a beautiful city. It's clean. I love it there. I was just there again in December. I actually love Minnesota. At one point in time, I was thinking about moving there. Too fucking cold. But it is a beautiful
I
place.
heard, and
And
here's-
for this shit to happen is
yeah, I mean it's got to the point, and earlier, and I will say this in Flint, Michigan, the police took off their shit and started protesting with the people.
damn.
Like even them motherfuckers was like, Flint's a fucked up place.
the shit, Flint's water's still fucked up. So that
Right.
is a
So
no
them-
surprise.
So them police was probably like, man, fuck this
this shit,
world.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Fuck
saying?
all this shit.
Like, fuck all this shit. But yeah,
I knew it
it's-
was gonna go down in Minneapolis, but
I mean,
I wasn't
it's
expecting
cities.
that.
Cities upon cities,
but that's
man.
just showing you the people that they done, man.
Right.
They done with this shit.
Right.
You know.
So it is what it is.
And next time, and it's and you might call me racist. I don't give a fuck. Next time, one of them white motherfuckers be like, Colin Kaepernick, we tried peacefully. We tried to kneel. We tried to show solidarity in that way, and you motherfuckers called us unpatriotic.
I'm glad you brought that up too.
And motherfuckers
I'm glad
called
you
us
brought up Colin
unpatriotic.
Kaepernick because all the guff they gave him for doing the kneeling.
Yeah.
Well, not us, but I'm saying like
police brutality, yeah.
for police brutality, and then they tried to spin it for him being disrespectful to the troops. Fuck you, people.
Right.
Right.
Even if we cool and we friends, man, y'all
Right,
fuck
fuck
y'all. Because if y'all felt like that was so disrespectful, man, then y'all should have helped fix the problem.
Exactly.
Yep.
You could at least have a conversation with
If
the
that's
man.
how you feel, that's fine. Feel how you want to feel, but don't try to spin the shit so you don't have to give a fuck. Stop it,
I had a
dude.
perfect meme on my Facebook, and it says, it's a picture of that bitch ass cop on his neck, kneeling on his neck, and it says, this is, and then Kaepernick kneeling, why? This is why this motherfucker did this
That's
shit.
why he
because
did
of
it,
this.
man. Just to
know
bring
what I'm
attention
saying?
to this kind of shit, and then it happened again. So now what the fuck y'all got to say? I mean, we all know that the police were there to arrest him for something that he did, and okay, that's their job. But y'all job isn't to kill him.
No.
Okay, especially for the crime that I think that he was guilty of. Well, he
Well,
allegedly
We don't even
allegedly
know if he was
committed.
guilty.
It doesn't-
Well, I'm saying the
doesn't matter. It
reason
was
why they were
overboard.
there
It
to
was
arrest
overboard.
him is not a death sentence,
No.
man.
No.
That's not a death sentence. What the fuck is wrong with y'all that y'all can just take a man and kill him? And I mean, it's systemic, man. You can't fucking say that it's not anymore. You can't just say, oh, it's a few bad apples when the supposed good apples don't do shit about
do
it
shit
either.
about it.
Who polices the police?
So I'm gonna take it from a different approach. I'm gonna say this wasn't racism. This is just another dumbass cop who tried to show or flex his power, his authority, ended up killing a man. Let's say it's not racism.
Hey.
Let's say it's just dumb. Let's say you're just another dumbass cop who murdered somebody. Just for a second.
I agree but disagree.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because if it was a white dude and he was on his neck and them other cops and it was on, I think he would have got the fuck up. I think he would have got up.
I don't know, man.
But I think it's because it was a black man.
I don't
They're
know.
like, you
I
know
can't
what?
say that for sure.
I
'Cause
can't
I've seen
say it
them
either.
gun down a white dude
Exactly.
too.
Oh yeah,
That's my point.
I mean, police kill white folk too.
I put up a
Don't
post
get
on
me wrong.
the reason I'm saying is
Don't get
because
me
I put up a post on social media earlier today where I simply said, I'm like, it's not one sided. It is overwhelming in one group, but it's not one sided because there's an Asian cop who killed a black man. There's a black cop who killed a white woman. There's a white female cop who killed a black man. It's literally going across the board. There was a white cop who beat the living shit out of a white woman at a gay pride parade. And
Yeah, I've seen
shoved her
some
to the
shit.
ground. One woman ended up cracking her head open. It's literally just bad policing
Well-
across the board. This one, I don't believe this one was racial. I'm not gonna say I don't believe. I'm saying there's a possibility that this one may not have been racially motivated. This may have just been bad policing by a shithead cop.
Vicky, I heard that same shit.
What's that?
She heard that
Yeah,
that
I
cop
heard he
knew him.
but that's
Oh, really? I didn't hear
so
that.
they
That's what I heard. I
They
don't know.
supposedly worked security together at a local club.
Oh, okay.
That's what I heard.
That's what I heard,
to that
but
effect, but
that was from what I heard. Like Fox News put that shit out.
yeah, but you a coward.
You know what
You're
I
a
mean?
fucking coward because you and your
So-
3 homeboys held
Yeah,
dude
security
down
with them.
Oh,
while
okay.
one stood watch and y'all murdered him.
And,
It's murder.
And I don't know if he did know him, but if he did and there was beef there, like you just said, you said it. That's murder.
It don't matter. It's murder.
It is murder.
Knew each other, didn't know
however
each
you
other.
look at this situation, no matter what the situation or scenario is.
But if they knew
it's
each other,
murder.
that should up the charges.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
opinion.
Well, they're going for third-degree murder as well as
Third-degree
manslaughter.
murder,
As well as manslaughter.
I say give 'em the
First-degree
gas.
murder is too hard to prove. You have to prove intent. So that's too hard. You go
I say
third
give 'em the
degree plus
gas.
manslaughter, you're looking at 20
But
some
my
odd years.
thing is, we keep talking about that. There's 3 more. There's 3 more that need to be in cuffs. It ain't
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know anything. I didn't hear anything else about
Well,
them.
the other,
I know they were
the-
all fired.
The 2
but-
cops you couldn't see on camera were on the other side of the car
Holding him down.
See,
Holding him down.
I didn't say that. I said
No, I know.
I haven't
I'm
heard
saying.
anything else about them.
No,
so-
they haven't been arrested yet.
Okay, they just were
Well,
fired.
I know they identified that one that was standing watch.
Well, the little
That
Asian
Asian
cop.
dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Get
saying?
your ass. I hope they
Get
dude,
his ass too.
I hope they throw you in gin pop.
All of them in gym pop.
Fuck them. Oh, well, they can't do that. They can
They
get
need
sued
to.
then.
They legally they can't, but they'll get sued. But
Well, they do, to answer your question, they tried that in Texas,
I don't
in
give a
Dallas
f-
about.
I don't care about your rights.
They
right
tried
now.
that about a year or two ago down in Texas, and some dude just randomly started picking off cops. He killed 3 cops in downtown
mean-
Texas about 2 years ago.
Look,
And that was-
if you start punching bullies in the mouth, bullies is gonna back the fuck up eventually.
Eventually.
So
They ain't gonna have no
there's-
choice.
I feel you. We just can't say too much on the show. You feel me?
Do they, or do they just call in their big brother? Do they back down, or do they just go
You
get
punch
their
a
bigger
bully
brother?
in the mouth, he's not gonna keep fucking with you.
Nah, he ain't gonna keep
No,
fucking with
but he go get his big brother, which in this case would be military, National Guard, and then they say he was picking on me. So now the bully turns to his bigger brother, who's a bigger bully, and there you go. The fuck do you do then? Now you got the anarchy. Now you got apocalypse now.
Yeah, but we got the numbers.
No, military's got the numbers, man.
No, they don't. You think there's more people in the military than there is citizens of this country?
I'm not talking about citizens. I was talking about just the black population,
folks.
just
But
black
it's
community.
gonna be, trust me.
It ain't
there
just a
was
black community,
there was more
man.
white-
No,
there
it's
was
not.
more white people at the protest. I hate to say it, than there were black.
Okay.
And there were more white people in the cop's face than it was black. And that's just the reality of it. You know?
Princess, to answer your question, I disagree. I don't think this will make the cops angrier and quicker to shoot. I think this will make them take a step back and say, I'm not trying to be on the news or have my wife leave me. I think this will make them take a step back and be like, before I flip or before I do something stupid to ruin my life, let me.
Well, to a degree, because for that period of time when cops was dropping us like, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying, hot potatoes, and then motherfuckers started rioting and this and that, the shit calmed down, you know, that we at least heard of, you know, and the shit calmed down and it got quiet. But now here of lately, police have been killing folks, and now that's why motherfuckers is rioting again. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't think it's ever gonna get better. I really don't. Because I don't think there's going to be a big enough uprising. I don't think people got it in them nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe not.
I don't know.
It's hard to say. You
It
know,
is.
it's just difficult to say because nobody's ever tried it.
Right. Well, Minneapolis is giving it a go.
Yeah.
They're giving it a go, right? For real. That still blows my mind. 3 police pranks, bro.
Yeah, 3 police precincts, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's
I ain't never heard that shit.
wilding out here.
Them motherfuckers
So-
was like, yeah, all right, we got you.
Now, to Vicky, be careful. She's up in Minnesota. You be careful out there. I hope
Yeah,
you're
be
safe. I hope
careful.
you get an AR-15. I know gun laws are super laxed up there, so you can go buy every gun you want. I wish you the best, and I hope you're safe. To Princess, happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
She wants you to sing her the birthday song.
Oh, man.
We'll do that at the end of the show.
All right, we'll sing you happy birthday.
We'll do that.
Now, anybody got anything else they want to discuss before we go
you
into
know,
today's topic?
That could be a topic and all by itself.
That could be a show by itself, true.
I mean, at the end of the day, you know, cops are supposed to serve and protect us. That's why I pay my taxes. If you're not gonna do that, then don't be police.
right.
Plain and simple. And don't, especially not just indiscriminately murdering us. But anyway, this shit is depressing.
You know what my boy,
That shit's sad, man.
what my boy
Make
Talib,
me scared to even have kids.
my boy Talib Kweli said, and that was one of the dopest lines I ever heard. And he said, "What do you tell a dead cop's wife?
Cops kill my people every day. That's life."
Real shit." That was one of the realest shits I've ever heard. I'll never forget that damn line. Ever.
I don't remember what album that was on.
Yeah.
Yep. It
Anyway,
was some real shit.
it was a hot line. I like it, and it was realistic.
Yeah.
Dip said in the chat room, thanks for being here. Going into today's topic, man. You and I were having one of these late night conversations, and we were just sitting around shooting the breeze, and we were talking about the shit that hoes say. Because I was telling the story about this girl was saying, I mean, I'm putting in work. This is one of those where I'm smashing out. The girl says, I can't go home to my baby daddy like this.
Wow.
And I'm just like, wow, the shit that hoes say.
Gross.
Just who does this? Like, why would you even?
Wow.
And why are you here if you want a relationship with your baby daddy, bitch?
Right.
Motherfuckers is sick.
So, and Duck over there at Duckland Studios, he had the forethought to say that's just the shit that the crazy shit that hoes say, and from there it blossomed into today's topic, the crazy things that people say. And I'm just amazed by some of the stuff, some of the lies, and some of the just random ass shit that comes out of people's mouth. Like when women say, "It's your baby, I swear to God." And then next thing you see is this bitch running off the stage of the Maury show. Or when
Is that number one?
No.
No.
That's always going to be on the list.
Sorry, y'all. We have to.
One.
I'm sorry. I say this. We have to change gears because if I have to talk about police brutality all night, I'm probably going to do something fucked up. So
Yeah.
we that's why we split the show in half.
Yeah, same.
So sorry. Go ahead, please.
Eddie, no problem at all, man. Like I forgot where I was at actually with that.
Yeah, you were
But-
saying about the Maury show.
Yeah,
ended
and
up on
thank you for shifting. We had to shift gears. He's right. We did have to shift gears from police brutality, from George Floyd. We got to do something to lighten it up just a little bit. Otherwise, it is going to turn into a riot here. So, is Maury still around? Yes, Maury is still alive and
still
kicking and
kicking.
still going, still on the air.
Maury still motherfucking Maury is on his 100th season.
Yeah, damn.
And it's always the same,
Always the
like
same
3 shows.
shit.
Lie detector,
Lie detector
paternity.
test, paternity test,
and
and
cheating.
badass kids.
Oh, bad kids. Yep.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the badass kids.
Badass kids. It's mostly paternity and lie detector test show.
Exactly.
I can't believe it's this many people who don't know who their child's father is, but whatever,
There's a
man.
lot.
How are you 100% sure? I'm 1,000% sure.
You are not the father.
Somebody explain this to me.
You should get a free drop kick when that happens.
True. He should at least get one super kick to the
Right.
head. How, ladies in the chat room, I'm asking you this one. How, there's only a 7-day window, I believe. And correct me because I could be wrong. It's a 7-day window where you can
It's
get
a
pregnant.
7-day window.
That means you can take all the raw meat you want for 23 days. There's just 7 days out of every month where you got to stop.
Well, then there's that one.
Or make
Yeah.
them wear a condom or pull out or something.
There's Red
How?
Dawn week, but yeah,
Red
you're
Dawn.
about
Red Dawns.
Red Dawn week. But aside from that, yeah, you're right. About 20 days.
Anyway, move right on. That's a good point. So I don't understand how Maury has made it this long, and these women just keep coming, and how you just keep skeeting in these. That goes back into things that people say. Guys, when you say, "I swear I'm gonna pull out," the fuck is? How you swear? Were you trying to trap this bitch?
Well,
And then you want to complain? I hate my baby mama. Holla, holla.
I could pull out of a driveway blindfolded.
Pull out game strong, huh?
Yeah, my pullout game. Obviously, my pullout game is amazing.
Well,
72 hours.
Well, the window of conception is 2 days before and 2 days after ovulation. That's the window of conception if you're trying to get pregnant.
So there's a 5-day window.
It's about give or take. I mean, everybody's different, but 7 days is safe.
7 days is
7
safe.
days is safe.
Okay, even if you let loose in that 7-day window, why not just get a Plan B pill and just pop? Shout out to our future sponsor, Plan B cereal, coming soon.
All right.
I can't wait till I start making that shit. It's gonna fly off the shelves faster than toilet paper and hand sanitizer,
Right.
and I'm looking forward to it.
Facts. But my favorite one of things that people say, and I just shake my head, is I've never done this before.
And then proceeds to blow your socks off and suck the soul out of your body through your PO. Bitch, please.
right.
So I've never done this before. What's wrong with you? You
We-
lying whore?
We could tell. You did this multiple
Clearly.
times. Clearly.
Shit.
Plan P pill don't work.
Says who?
Apparently, Vicky in the chat room says Plan B pills
shit don't
do
work?
not work.
Wow.
It's in your cornflakes. Don't be fucking with my idea, G-Fair. I'm coming out with Plan B cereal, coming soon to a local grocer near you.
Ovulation lasts 12 to 48 hours.
You'll be able to find it at Trader Joe's and Costco.
And Jules. Before the fucking FDA kicks me out.
But no, my favorite one is I've never done this before because God, how many times have I heard that? Only to be like, just so everybody knows, this one's for the ladies. Just so you guys know, whenever you say that, nobody believes you. So you should probably just
not
stop
say
saying it. If you've never done something before, it'll show.
It'll show, yeah, in your behavior, in your actions.
Right.
Yeah, if you
So,
lousy at it,
just so you know.
if the guy just taps you on your forehead and says stop, yeah, you're pretty lousy at it.
Jesus, Princess X.
If he says ouch a lot.
Wow.
So your youngest took the Plan B and
Just Princess X
didn't have it.
Our newest
That could be
moderator-
effective, you know.
It could be.
Our newest moderator is gonna get us kicked off the air faster than we do it. She says just throw him down the stairs.
Fuck it.
Well, Rock, you got anything? Any thought? Anything that you? I had a top 10 list. I'll be honest with you. I'm kind of winging this, people, because I had my
He
top 10
usually
list.
has
I had it written
Me
down,
and B, I don't know.
and I literally left it. And by the time I got here and realized, I was like, oh shit, 4 minutes to showtime. I ain't got time to run and go back and get it. So we're winging this one a little bit.
All right.
Well.
Yeah, you get what you get, motherfuckers.
Right.
This ain't y'all ain't paying for this shit.
Oh man.
That's Plan C.
Yeah,
Plan C.
Chuck him down the stairs.
You know, it was funny though.
man.
You said Plan B is somebody like I was at like I think it was Walmart. Yeah, Walmart, and the girl who worked in the pharmacy was trying to tell me that I shouldn't buy it, the Plan B pill, for whatever reason she had in her own mind, and I just kind of looked at her and was like, so this is $50, right?
Yeah.
I'm buying. I don't care about what you say. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess she was trying to.
Oh, I get it. So Vicky took the Plan B pill with her youngest.
And still had the kid. Okay, gotcha.
I got it.
Did you take it in the inside the window though?
All right.
Right.
I mean, because you only got like 48 hours.
It's supposed to be 48 to 72 hours, but if you are outside of that
Shit,
window,
take that shit.
the first 24 is the most crucial.
Yeah, you got to take
I
that
don't
shit
know.
quick.
I think mine is, and this is because I used to say this shit all the time, just because pussy. But like, I know you're definitely the one.
Liar.
You ain't shit. Oh, you was one of them dudes. You ain't shit for that.
You're
Wasn't shit.
You're a
We've
fibber.
established
Shit.
this.
Okay, yeah.
Back
That's
in
true.
the day,
Give me
I
some.
wasn't shit, right?
Yeah,
We
you wasn't
wasn't
shit.
shit.
You,
Come on.
sir, are a fibber.
Yeah. I like my ass off. Had a lot of virgins.
Wow.
Another one I ran across was a young lady who said she had 2 kids. She said, I asked her, I'm conversational, so I simply asked her, well, why were y'all, if you knew you couldn't afford it, you didn't have a job and he had a bullshit job, why would y'all have a kid? She was like, well, we just had it. I'm like, okay, if that's the case, why not wear a condom? Or fuck, y'all shouldn't be fucking raw. If you broke, you don't need to be fucking raw. Right. That should be a requirement.
If you broke, you don't need to be
if
fucking.
If you broke, you don't get raw pussy. If you broke, you don't get it. You don't get that till you get a job and get your weight up.
Right.
When you get a job and get your weight up, then you can start smashing raw.
If you don't have your own spot.
That's true. That too. So I asked her, hold on, wait, stay
If
with
you
me.
got to be quiet because your mama got to go to work in the morning.
You don't need to.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't be smashed unless you're in high school.
Unless you're in high school,
Yeah,
right?
high
Facts.
school.
You
I mean,
sneak
I
in
ain't
there.
gonna try to tell no high school kids what to do.
Facts, because high school kids can't go. Yeah,
that's
they're limited on
around.
options. It's either
But
fucking
if
a car or
if
fucking somebody's
If you
basement.
30 and you live with your mom or your dad, whatever, then you got to be quiet because he got to get up and go to work in the morning.
Yeah.
You probably shouldn't be smashing.
Probably shouldn't be raw dog.
Anyway,
You definitely shouldn't be raw dogging.
hold on, it gets worse. I asked the young lady. I said, okay, after y'all decided to go raw, he came to you. Why didn't y'all go get a Plan B pill? She said, I couldn't afford it. Like, it's $50. She said we couldn't afford it. Nobody had $50. 2 grown ass people, nobody had $50 between them. They couldn't scrape up change or nothing and go get this $50, $49.95 at Walmart.
So question,
Couldn't go get this Plan B pill.
In this scenario, did the condom break?
No, they didn't wear one. It was raw dog.
Oh,
Yeah.
so-
Raw dog from the start.
Oh, so these people are stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
In a
Good.
nutshell.
I'm just wanted to,
She
these
said,
people are stupid.
Stay
All
with
right,
me.
gotcha.
Stay with me. She said if she couldn't afford the Plan B pill. I'm like, okay. Why didn't you have an abortion then? Later,
If
when
they
we
couldn't
get-
afford Plan B, they couldn't afford it.
That was my stupid ass question then at that point. So I'm like, if you couldn't afford Plan B, you couldn't afford an abortion, what the fuck make you think you're going to be able to afford a kid?
Yeah. Formula's a motherfucker.
But child
Formula,
support is
diapers,
child
college,
support is
sports.
20 years, buddy.
Right.
Child support, there you go. Oh, all right. Thank you for being here. Anyway, I got
Thank
distracted.
you.
I always get distracted by a damn thing.
Thank you for the
Appreciate that,
sub.
Vicky.
Thank you.
We appreciate you.
Anyway, so yeah, it was just the conversations, the things we have. It just always blows my mind a little bit. The things I've heard, and I'm just like, wow. Things that have come out of women's mouths, things that have come out of dudes' mouth. But dudes are a little more forthcoming. Dudes are a little less.
I mean, now I am.
Dude, well, see, like you know, you know how you just said we wasn't shit.
Yeah.
But we can both openly admit we wasn't shit.
Yeah,
we both can sit up here and say we wasn't shit.
Yeah, a woman said she an angel.
How often will you hear a woman say, I was a whore back then? How often will you hear a woman say, I wasn't shit?
I think I might have heard it once
Twice.
in my entire life.
Twice
I
I've
think
heard
I
it.
might have heard that one time.
Maybe.
In 40 years, I've heard two women say, oh, I wasn't shit and I was a whore.
But it wasn't like, when I heard it, it wasn't back then. It was just to set up the story. It was this guy, and he was really trying to get, she was an exotic dancer.
Gotcha.
And he was like a simp. And he was really into her, which happens a lot. And she just flat out said, why are you in love with me?
Don't you know I ruined your life?
I'm kind of a slut.
Right.
Which I felt was like refreshingly honest in my
Right.
opinion. Like I was like,
Hey, hats off.
I wasn't expecting her to say that, but I
Right.
mean, I applaud her for her honesty, you know?
I mean, there's only a few Amber Roses.
I thought she was cool after that. Like I was like, I respect you for being honest and who you are, you know what I mean? So
I mean, that's like hats off to Amber Rose. You know, she was one of the very first ones I ever heard. Was like, you know what?
why are our hats off again?
For being forthcoming.
For being
Oh,
forthcoming.
okay, yeah.
For being
yeah.
honest about what she is. The same thing, like I said, with us, when you got a majority of guys, when we can say, I wasn't shit then. I got my shit together now, but I wasn't shit back then. That's refreshing. To hear a woman say, I ain't shit, or I'm a slut, or I was a whore back then. That's your honesty is refreshing.
Yeah.
Because now I'm not going to treat you bad,
Right.
but now I understand you're coming from a place of honesty. You're going to be straight up with me. And now I don't have to walk around town with you like you were, thinking you were a good girl, when in fact, they ran trains on you
Right.
for a pack of Newports.
Now you walk into the mall and every few steps, what's up, girl?
No, those
Yes,
girls move
girl.
away.
Man,
Some
Those
do.
people move away. They have no choice.
you're right.
I mean, you know, I don't. Yeah. Anyway, what else we got? What else is here?
Like I said, man, I just wanted to get that off my chest because I'm amazed by the things that people say and they don't really own up to it.
Nah, they don't.
To hear a girl say, I can't go home to my baby daddy like this, I'm like, why the fuck are you here when you got a baby daddy? If you in a happy, healthy relationship, you shouldn't be here.
But you know, more and more people are trying to subsidize their love lives. You know what I'm saying? Like I guess women feel like since dudes have been stepping out for so long that they want to give it a shot too. I mean, it doesn't really work that way because certain double standards exist for a reason. And I hate saying that because I'm not real big on double standards, but that's one I like to keep in place, you know, for personal reasons, obviously, because I'm not the cheater type. So for me, it works in my favor because I'm not out there running the streets with your girlfriends. So I would appreciate it if you weren't like gobbling up my homeboy,
Random balls.
yeah, or anybody for that matter.
Yeah. Well, that brings up a story. Like I said, I heard there was a girl, she had gotten pregnant on her boyfriend by somebody else. All of her friends and family, all close associates, everybody told her, just put the baby on him. Not one person, not one, had a different thought.
Right.
Not one had a moral
I was
fucking.
about to say morals.
Nobody had a moral fucking compass say, no, fuck this. Do the right thing and tell that man you're a whore. Not one. Every female fucking friend
I'm
she
sure
had.
he's paraphrasing. I'm sure her family didn't say, tell him you're a whore.
They should have. But everyone, not one of them said you're a whore. Tell the truth. And be honest and take whatever consequences come your way, whore. No, all of them said put the baby on him and hope he doesn't recognize. Or hope he just goes with it.
That's just
And I'm
funny.
just like, fuck, that's just one instance. But how many more do you think has this happened to? Obviously, hundreds more because fucking Maury's been around for 1,300 years.
Exactly.
Maury's immortal, by the way. That motherfucker's never gonna die. Maury's gonna outlive me.
Right.
But fuck, I'm like, how do you do that? And what kind of bitch? If I'm dating you, and I hear you tell your girlfriend, man, just put the baby on him. He'll never know. He's a sucker.
You know, I had like that almost happened to me.
By the time that bitch hangs up the phone, I'll be gone. She gonna come out the room and be like, "Hey, you here?" All you gonna hear is tires spinning. That getting the fuck away from you.
That
bitch.
almost happened to me back in college. That almost happened to me, but the person that I was dealing with at the time was like, I'm not doing that shit.
Because she had morals.
Yeah,
she wasn't
had
no whore.
morals. You know what I'm saying? But there was people around her that told her, no lie, just tell him it's his.
Wow.
Now, where that plan would have backfired was I definitely would have checked because I'm, not a fucking idiot. But you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, people say all kinds of shit.
And that, not to get off topic though.
Yeah, we're all over the place.
Nah, we hadn't gone left yet.
Yeah,
we're about due.
So I'm trying to figure.
Motherfucker say we about to.
So the dude. Now here's the thing: the dudes on Maury that are suspicious of the baby. Look, when the baby's in the damn hospital, you can get a paternity. Start like you just said. Start getting fucking paternity tests.
You know, I've been lobbying for
like,
mandatory
what the fuck?
mandatory paternity
Like
tests.
how do you not get that shit immediately?
Because
and
because you have to understand
you're
that.
not at the point you're at Maury.
Listen, you have to understand when certain
Like-
people want to believe certain things.
Thank you.
That's why.
That's exactly where I was going.
They
to go.
want to believe that. Like
And they're scared
we want to believe.
Like
No, I'm just saying we want to believe we
No,
are
of
the
course
number
we got
one
to.
talk show on YouTube. That's not the case, but I like to believe that in my mind, so I don't
It's
feel
number
like
two.
I'm wasting an hour of my life every week.
It's number 2 on YouTube.
See what I'm saying?
No, a lot of people have trust. A lot of people want to trust and they want to believe this bitch would never step out on me. But what you didn't think about was that girl's night out she went on.
Right.
She got double stuffed in the bathroom at the TGI Fridays.
And a lot of people live under that assumption that just because nobody can see them, that they didn't do anything.
Right.
Like, or they're not going to get caught, which has been wrong in every single instance of me dealing with a woman who stepped out. She believed she wasn't going to get caught.
right.
Or she believed that it wasn't going to be that big of a deal, or whatever she did to justify to do what she wanted to do. Just do what you want to do. Leave me out of it because I'm taking myself out of this equation.
Yeah.
I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? Do what you want. That's why I said, like, when if someone is promiscuous, be male or female, I don't really look at it as negative if they don't have a significant other. Like, if it's just them and they want to be promiscuous, play ball.
Do your thing.
You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. Go for it. Go nuts. But when you start getting feelings of other people invested in your fuckery,
yeah,
that's when I gotta look at you side-eye.
You're playing with people's hearts and you're playing with your people, with your life at that point. Because motherfuckers snap and they lose their shit, and yeah, that might be going down too. But in the spirit of what you just said, and the spirit of our topic, I got a buddy. We actually have a buddy. The paternity test comes back. Actually, no, I'm sorry, that's a different buddy, but it's related in a way, shape, or form. The paternity test came back that the kid was not his. The baby mama said in court, judge reads everything and says, "You're not the father. There's no match. There's no DNA match. It's 0." The woman says, instead of just owning up to her whore shit stuff, trying not to cuss, she says, "You paid the DNA thing,
the
DNA
testing?
testing site. I'm sorry, the testing facility to change the outcome." Then when that was just absolutely ridiculous, she said that he was sleeping with the girl who took the DNA sample and she changed it for him. Instead of just owning up and saying, "Look, I'm a whore. I slept with people.
I hate that.
I tried to put it on you. I'm sorry." No, she kept going with the fuck shit. Instead of just saying, I fucked up. That's the crazy shit people say. Shit like that.
You know. And for me, I mean, I That shit just pisses me off when. Just be honest. That's just be fucking. That's like in my line of work. If I'm giving you a drug test, bro, and you just did some cocaine about 30 minutes ago, and I can tell that you are under influence, so I'm gonna give you this drug test. Just be honest with me. It's gonna work out better for you. Mm-hmm. And you sit there. Oh no! I promise you, 1,000%, I'm gonna be clean.
Especially since you came through that wall like the Kool-Aid man.
Right.
Oh yeah, I'm ready for this drug test.
I promise you, I'm clean.
You know what
Bro,
I'm saying?
just
Itchy and shit.
I'm telling you straight up now. Just tell me the truth.
Sniffing and shit.
You know what I'm saying? We'll get this out the way. And I've had to do a fight for 2 hours, bro. Well, for one, I can't pee, and I'm gonna be clean, bro. Dirty than a motherfucker.
Yeah, I had one. Hold on.
Dirty than a motherfucker.
No, in the same spirit of that, I had one. Brought her into my office. And this goes back to fuck shit people say. Brought her into my office. She had tested positive for cocaine, and I'm like, hey, you know, your last drug screen came back positive for cocaine and weed. And she's like, oh, hell no. She's like, no, the weed, yeah, I'll take the weed. But she's like, not the cocaine. I was like, well, how do you explain it then? Very simple question. She's like, maybe from handling it, but I ain't been doing no cocaine. I'm like, so you're packaging up cocaine and selling it? And she's like,
from
never saw,
like you stupid. Oh my
Never
God.
saw her again after that,
I was
huh?
like, all right, well, go ahead, put your hands behind your back. We're going to jail. We're gonna go to jail. You can tell the jail.
Yeah,
She's like,
to the jail. Oh my God.
So the shit that people say, and that's why I should have gone, was just crazy stories from our background.
I got a lot of those.
I got a million of those, man. I've heard shit that'll make you cry,
Bro,
make you blush.
This motherfucker told the judge he tested positive because when he kissed his girlfriend, it transferred through her saliva, and that's how he had cocaine in his system. Judge looked at this motherfucker and said, well, that's the story we're going with.
Oh, I got one like that. The guy said he tested positive for cocaine. He said there's no way I could test positive. He said I didn't do cocaine. He said my girlfriend did a line of cocaine off my dick. I said
And people think we're
The
making
shit
this shit
people
up.
say.
Yeah, the shit that people
think
say.
we're making, this shit is real.
Yeah, I'm not making that.
Motherfuckers make this. They say this shit.
I had to put this in notes. My girlfriend did a line of cocaine off my dick.
Wow.
Save. I'm like, okay, that's what we're going with. That's your story?
Crazy.
Holy
So
shit.
the shit that people say, and it's one started off a little serious, but I think we were able to bring it back and make it a little lighthearted at the same time.
And you know, there's some people out there that when you post on Facebook and you say shit, you know, you should really think about that because we live in the same
I don't think at all.
city, you know. Well, this motherfucker, so after all this shit's going on, this motherfucker has the audacity to say, well, I bet they won't burn down the food stamp office.
Oh, wow.
So guess what? Next time I see you, it's on site. Because now I know how you feel. You
It's
know?
on site.
It's
So,
on
yeah,
site.
I
Now I know
like
how you feel.
See, I like it. I like all this stuff because it lets me see
That's
who's
true.
who's
people
who
are.
and who
Who's
you
who.
really are and how
Yeah.
do you really think. Now I get to see a
That's
different
how you
side
roll,
of you.
huh?
I can
Okay.
see a different
Right.
side of you. Now I know that you ain't shit when I see you. And
Yeah.
Oh, I see it on my Facebook all the time.
All
They're
the
like,
time,
oh, okay,
bro.
yeah, I see what you're talking
Whoa.
about.
You know?
So somebody said, it was funny because somebody said they were earlier in the week, they were talking about how, you know, the riots and all that other stuff and, you know, protests. And it was like, then they flashed up a picture of a black cop choking a black teenager. And it was like, so what's the difference between this and this? And I
the
just
teenager's still alive.
well, that's what I said. I kindly interjected. The teenager is still alive, and there was no crickets. Nothing.
There you go.
We
after that.
know police is gonna whoop our ass.
I'm not saying that just
know
because
that.
he's black, he a good cop.
Right. We know
I've
police
met
police.
black police officers
Like I said, the
who are
most
the
crooked,
biggest assholes.
the most crooked
Like,
cops we used to have
whoa,
back in the day.
calm down, bro.
was black.
That black cop from what was that movie? Boys in the Hood. That motherfucker's real,
Yeah,
dog.
was
That's
the
a real
worst.
person.
Right.
Yeah, he was the worst.
He's a real dude.
Wait, in the spirit of that, I just got another news alert. A tanker truck just speeds into a crowd of George Floyd protesters in Minneapolis. A tanker truck.
Oh yeah, it's just gonna get crazy. It's,
Jesus.
it's not. This is the beginning.
Yeah, this
is the beginning,
this
dog.
shit's about. Dude, fuck me. I don't even know
Motherfuckers
what to say
said
anymore.
F coronavirus.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't.
To Vicky and G Fair, thank you for being in the chat room. I haven't seen you before, but thanks for being here.
Again, thanks for the sub.
And thank you for the sub. We appreciate it. That gets us closer to our big raffle giveaway, the PlayStation 5. I hope you all win. Not really. I hope I win so I can keep it, but no, I'm hoping. We really want to thank you guys for being here. The chat room, we could not do this without you. You make the show way more fun.
And happy birthday, princess.
Happy
birthday
birthday
to ya. Happy birthday.
That's all you get.
Yeah, we're not boys
That's
to
it.
men.
No.
Nah.
Facts.
But you know how it go.
Exactly.
Anyway, anybody got anything?
So, well, no,
Close
that's it.
it.
We're gonna wrap up the show now. I appreciate everybody who showed up in the chat room, and whoever watches this later, share with your friends, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when we go live.
And
Thank you very much.
And you can win a PlayStation if
Yeah,
you do
once
that.
we get to 10,000, we will have the PlayStation giveaway to the subscribers to our show. So, you know,
one lucky subscriber. You said to our subscribers.
no, I said to our subscriber.
I thought you said to our subscribers.
Well, it's only one
It's
play. I'm
one
only
PlayStation.
buying one fucking PlayStation.
I don't want anybody trying to sue me
I
talking
don't
about
know
you
what
owe all of us
I don't know what
10,000
y'all talking about.
PlayStations.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not giving PlayStation.
Yeah.
That's impossible.
How about you owe us 10,000 PlayStations?
I don't even know how to. I don't know how to buy 10,000 PlayStation. I mean, who would I talk to about that? Anyway,
Sony.
It's not happening. One PlayStation to rule them all. Anyway, we appreciate you guys for showing up, and appreciate the people who went downtown and showed out all over the country, because it's gonna take all of us to change this shit.
Yeah.
Right.
It ain't gonna change with just, one protest here, one protest there. It's gonna take some decisive action, and we got to start somewhere.
If every majority city starts doing this,
They ain't gonna be able to be quiet.
then yeah, exactly.
They ain't gonna be able to
Something's
silence us
gonna
all,
happen. They
man.
can't silence us all.
Let's just see what happens.
Yeah.
So, good night. Thank
Till
you.
then, till the next time, to the next Shake Up Guys show. Stay well, stay safe, and be cool, y'all, man. Love y'all. Peace out.
Peace, man.